Whoa. Shoot, a fish already. I couldn't even start my story. It's alright. What do we got? King salmon. I had salmon for breakfast the other day. It was very nice. Anyway. Recently, I've been going seal watching. And I found this great spot right under the train tracks where you can stand up on kind of the support for them and look right down into the water and watch the seals swim by. Yesterday I saw, I think it was seven seals. And two of them had a little fight. They brought up what looked like maybe an octopus, and they kind of tore at it a little bit. They like a tug of war thing. Then one of them swam off, and the other kept it to himself. And he'd come up above the water, and he'd like twist his head around and fling little bits of the octopus off into the water, and then all the birds would come out and fight over the little bit that flung off. And I might lure you some extra bait. And this went on for like 5 minutes, and after a while of it, a bald eagle showed up. And so all the other birds, they didn't totally fly off, but they backed off and they flew around a little further away. They didn't go right after the bits that got flung off the octopus, because I guess the eagle ranks higher in the hierarchy. But he stole some squid and he left. Or octopus, I should say. I also noticed, right near the train tracks where I watch the seals, there's a little bit where the water comes inwards and the plants hang over it. And I saw a pair of seals come in there and go up and bite at the plants, which I thought was strange, because at least as far as I know, they are meat eaters, not plant guys. But I don't know, maybe they need to bite plants sometimes for some reason. But after I was done watching these seals, I decided to go for a bit of a walk. And I didn't really know how long I was going to be walking for. I ended up walking for 8 miles. I didn't even realize it, how much my feet hurt, until I got home. 8 miles through this marina, and then up through this park, and then to where the land just kind of ends. And as I'm walking up this park, it's kind of an interesting place. To get there, you have to pass under this, gap in the train tracks where you can't really see anything. It's kind of an ethereal spot, almost, where it, closes in on you, and you walk out and it widens out. There's the forest, and then you walk a little more to the beach. And along this beach, there's children playing. It's this was in the morning. It was quite early in the morning on a school day. I don't know, maybe they had the day off. I don't know. And so I walk past the kids, and I walk up the beach, and there's this guy in the freezing water, just stomping around. Nobody else is in the water because it is freezing cold. He's not wearing a wetsuit or anything. I don't know what was up with him. He did not seem to be having a very good time, but nobody was making him be there. So I walk past him, and I come up to these benches, and they're covered in names, Harry and Sally, M+L, those kinds of things. It's a little heart. And I'm looking at it, and they're all dated. They put dates on some of them, and all the dates are 1999, 97, 2001. These benches, they have not been painted in at least 2 decades, over 2 decades. but the writing on them still looks perfectly good. It looks like brand new. But I walk past them. I come up on another bench, which on the front is all these same kinds of things, you know, A plus Y and Merrill and Uber. I don't know. Those are just two random names. You know, more of these couple names scrawled across it. But if you walk behind the bench, you see in like big black permanent markers written, "Audrey, I'm so sorry." And then under that, like hastily scratched into the wood, it says, "Wyatt, I'm so sorry." It's a big fish. Just an interesting little bit of, if it was in a game, I suppose we'd call it environmental storytelling. I don't know. Past that bench was a handful of memorials. Little small ones, just little stone pillars with a plaque on them, 2 or 3 of them. And this is right where the beach pretty much ends. And all these memorials were also quite old, 20 years maybe old. And they still were covered in little seashells and flowers and things. Even until today. And a lot of ducks around them as well. I don't know, kind of a strange place. Oh, I've also figured out, I don't think I've done this in videos before, but I'm using the free cam right now, so it just stays locked on this shot in web fishing. I don't know. I think it's nice. I don't know if this is the greatest shot composition in the world. I can maybe find something better. Oh, shoot, I got a fish. Here we go. What is this? Huge bowfin.